Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the EE Powertalk. This is episode 10.
Yeah.
Karibu sana bana.
My name is Delusion, by the way.
Ulisema wakuite baba yao.
Baba yao. Nimeona nikisema Eli wanaanza kusema, hapana hiyo ni Elikana. Why are you doing that to me? Yes.
Elishiba.
It is Eli.
Eli.
E-L-I.
Wakikuyu.
Yeah.
And you have to forgive people from Murima.
Absolutely.
It's been a journey. I think I'm so happy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for 1,800. Is it 1,800?
Yeah. Within 2 weeks.
Bwana, it's like it's some serious stuff.
By the time we were recording this, we are at around 1.8k subscribers.
1,800. 1,800.
And counting. Yeah.
Growth.
It's evident. Now tunapiga kazi. Tunapiga kazi.
Yeah, mboka ni mboka, you have to agree.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sure.
Buddha. When was the first relation? What was the first time you had a relationship?
A relationship that I thought was a relationship, maybe high school. Ile Delusion.
Buddha, unaingia relationship in high school?
Yeah.
Kwani wewe your parents?
Unajua sasa the problem with now, maybe for instance mimi nilisomea day school.
Oh, madam wako in plenty of supply.
Mimi mwenyewe ni kama mzazi. Because I'm at home and at school simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah, na natoka shule na ngojewa na ng'ombe nikamue. So yeah, all those ni kama nilikuwa mzazi. So basically
I used to envy those guys who are in day schools. And they were probably in those schools that have ni mixed.
Yeah.
Juu every day unaona madam. Mi toka form 1 hadi form 4. Johnny, Kevo, James.
Mimi I was in a mixed day school. A very huge percentage ya watu wenye tulisoma now. I told you in another episode that we were the pioneers of that school.
Wendo mlifungua hiyo shule officially.
Yeah, that means tulisoma na watu mpaka walikuwa wamekataa shule, wakasikia kuna shule imefunguliwa. Sasa wana join. Tulisoma ni kama Gubaro, I'm telling you.
My friend.
Gubaro means school for old people.
They have come to be liberated.
Yes, revived.
They have come to see what goes on behind.
Yeah. So a huge percentage we found ourselves there. And since tunaenda nyumbani, now we live in the same neighborhood, like a radius of 5 kilometers. Au ni watu mnajuana. We found ourselves in a way that deskmate yako ni couple wako. Like mmejipanga venye nyinyi ni couples.
Na hamkuwa mna cheat.
Sasa ukicheat anahama.
Anahama anaenda kwa mwingine.
Anahama row.
Na utasikia vibaya.
Sasa utasikia vibaya lakini utafanya.
Man, I remember when I was in primary school.
Yeah.
I went to an interesting primary school. There is one nilikuwa nasomea inaitwa Bekamo. Ilikuwa na huko kwetu kunaitwa Weomereria Jikaze. Umaisikia Jikaze.
Yeah.
Ni kwenye unajikaza.
Kabisa.
So I was in Bekamo. And then fortunately my parents decided to take me to another school.
Yeah.
But it was closed. Ilikuwa inaitwa Riverbank Preparatory. So nilitoka shule ya Ushago nikapelekwa shule ya Masonko. I remember bana. I was in the school with my cousin. I didn't know that in that school that everyone like the rule was if you're a man you sit with a girl. Mimi unfortunately niliekwa na msichana alikuwa anaitwa Tabitha. I just didn't like Tabitha at all. She was a snitch. So from class 7 up to class 8. Nilikuwa na in fact juu tulikuwa tunakaa kwa hizi desk zenye mnashare watu wawili. Nilikuwa naeka books katikati. I didn't like her. Ukimfanyia kitu kidogo hivi ndio hiyo kwa principal. And then for me I was raised in a neighborhood or basically being raised you need to be careful about relationships. So I had no interest in that. So nilikuwa nasikia majamaa wenye tulikuwa tunasoma nao like the guys we live together kwa kijiji. Msema amemaliza shule yako na demo already. Kumbe ni mwenye walikuwa nasoma na yeye. Main topic of discussion is campus relationships.
True.
Buddha, I tested a campus relationship when I was in first year. Nikasema siku ingine nijipate.
What happened?
I swore never. You know, it was a long distance kind of a thing. So mimi siku moja simu I go through. WhatsApp is blocked.
Yes.
Hey, nikafeel kikitu na feel kikitu tu
niko. It's very difficult. I cannot explain. I don't know how I'm feeling.
How I'm feeling is not what I am so used to feeling.
Yeah.
And I remember that's when I realized, hii ndo heartbreak, Mimi sikuwa nimenyorosha. Then I said, you know, the next relationship was after 4 years. Niligonga first year, second year, third year hadi fourth year. Fourth year ndo nilianza kusema sasa wacha nianze kubonga. But from then on I decide, hey, hii kitu itaniharibia masomo na staki. Honestly, most guys go to university.
Correct.
Kambo hakuna mtu anakuambia sijui you should not be in a relationship. You can be in as many relationships as you can be.
Very true.
But then we get into stupid and weird relationships that don't make sense. Leave alone hata naambia mtu, first of all, how can you be 19 umepata ID juzi and you want to be in a relationship? Unakuta Murio, you don't have any money.
Correct.
Kwanza boy child. The girls are at their peak. Where una now depend on your parents and you want to be in a relationship. Na unafanya nini? Course gani? Actuarial science. And you're doing which course? Engineering. What time will you have to concentrate knowing that your girlfriend might not be in class na anaweza toka hiyo daro aende akutane na jamaa mwingine? Restlessness. I don't know what you think about the whole topic.
Well, campus relationships, I will approach them from a point of me having friends who have been in campus, because personally I didn't go to campus. And seeing the struggles that they were going through. Because in campus, necessarily what I see, they try to assume a life of marriage that is non-existent. They assume responsibility, most of them. Kukosa adabu, by the way.
Munaishi pamoja.
Munaishi pamoja. You basically become like a second provider for this chick.
Second parent.
Second parent for this chick. Well, in the same time trying to figure out how you will survive in campus. Bear in mind, hauko job. Number one, getting into a relationship when you're in campus, you haven't really figured out where you're going.
Yeah.
Women generally, and I'm not putting a label, by the way, women generally love people who lead. They love men who lead them.
Of course, that's how nature has put it.
Absolutely. So you don't know where you're heading. So where will you lead this lady towards? Yourself, you're still struggling with a course that needs to be completed. That's why unakura marifaa kila wakati.
No, attention yako tu iko tu.
Yeah.
Ako kasichana yako.
Karo, Wambu,
Shiro.
Yeah. Then kidogo unaletewa news. Amepatikana na ule movie, mzee wa movie base.
Unaona ule mzee wa movie mwenye anakuwa kwanza huwa anakuanga na marasta. Kwanza anaitangwa Sparta.
Yeah.
Sparta.
Ukimuona na huyo boss.
Atu bro
hiyo maliza. So I saw my friends really go through real depression,
man,
because of having a relationship in campus. Because they have quote unquote invested so much that was way beyond what they can even afford. Even not only in terms of monetary value, but also time and also emotions. It is good to know that sometimes there are emotions that you can't afford. Kuna emotions fulani kwa age fulani
unanyamazia tu.
Yes, you just don't have that capital to spend emotionally, and you have started spending it. Now wewe ni children. Suckering baby. Yeah, umekaa tu hivi mtihani, kati imeingia, unaambiwa Karo amekujiwa na Benz fulani. Benz.
Na mimi hata sina fare.
Karo jioni nakwambia ni kazi ni ya kukawa auntie yetu. So with that there was I could see in these friends, like they are trying to like assume responsibility without authority.
Of course.
That does not work. Because in the grand scheme of things, well, nyinyi wote wawili mko kwa wazazi wenyu. So what are you doing? So I used to ask them, mimi mkiona ni, if you see me doing anything out here, it's because mimi na hustle. Yeah. Nikienda nikilipwa 500 yangu nimepiga kadili hapo. Nikispendia huyu mrembo mwenye tuko naye 200, nimetoka kwa mfuko yangu. Wewe bro una spend help.
Kwanza Buddha, me remember we used to get help. Dem pia amepata help.
Yeah.
But ataspend yako kwanza. Alafu if time imeisha aanze kudisappear. Kwanza I remember by then tulikuwa wajinga bro man. You see, like your girlfriend obviously knows where she's going to be going on the weekend.
Absolutely.
So there's this jamaa I used to have as a roommate. Every weekend alikuwa aniambia udem yake anaenda wapi? Kwa ushago. So I was like, kwani udem yake anaenda ushago kila weekend?
Kwani anapenda wazazi?
Kwani anapenda wazazi wake aje? And this guy was like, oh, I love her so much. I can't wait for us to finish it. And I asked the guy, bro, by the way, when wala watu wenye muna believe in una believing in sex after marriage? Yes. Okay. Jamaa akasema sawa. And this guy is completely religious.
Yeah.
One day tu mimi nikasemanga tu hivyo, acha nifanye aje? Acha tu I just be curious and know what happens.
Why?
That is when I discovered, unaona WhatsApp status ndo ilianza kukam by then. Jamaa alikuwa like, them had not saved the guy's number. Day fulani mimi nafungua WhatsApp status naangalia, niko like, hey brother, huu ndo ule nani? And the things she's posted over there, you are like, hey Buddha maze. How can you go and tell that guy, sijui what has happened? And you know the weirdest thing is what? After kampo alioana. Hadi wa leo I'm guilty, like nakaanga tu hivi najiuliza guy.
Do you know uligongewa na nikajua na nikanyamaza?
Ulikuwa unagongewa sasa hiyo wewe ni virgin tu. You get?
I think even from a point of the boy child, because we can only speak for the boy child because we are in that category.
That is what we've experienced anyway.
I think the exploitation is very much on this side because you are required to sacrifice so much for nothing for a woman who has options.
Yeah, she does.
Wewe, do you know why heartbreak ya campus huwa ina slap? Or heartbreak ya age between 18 and 24, 25? Huwa ina slap kwa sababu ulikuwa umeona huyu future wife material. Dubai, Mauritius, travels.
Maldives.
And companies, multinational limiteds. Hope yako yote ilikuwa kwa huyu mtu. You have not experienced life. Yeye ako in her peak. You are now starting. Do you think you can even compete with the kind of people or the kind of value of men that she is looking for?
Bro, wezi. Honestly, you can't.
Wezi. Mimi nilidhani hivyo the hard way. Niliitwa tu kamkutano na life ikaniambia si tulikuwa tumekuambia. Nikasema ulisema aje? I believe in love. Okay. Sawa. Umeona chenye kimekufanyikia? Nikasema thank you, very important life. Next time nitasikiza. Because this person has options, you don't. You're supposed to be working to create, not to even have options. That's why tunasemanga we are not encouraging men to work so that they can have other options. So that you can self-sufficiency in a sense of you're not depending for validation from outside.
Of course.
You only survive because of how your girlfriend makes you feel. My friend, utakufa mapema.
I mean,
atukuje kwenye road trip.
Hey, by the way, tutakuja na tuseme oi. By the way, honestly, let me be honest with you. If most jamas, first of all, you've joined Campo, the first thing that you should put as a priority is your education.
100%.
Leave alone your education, your self-improvement. Most guys don't understand that when you go to university, when you go to college, you've gone to improve your life.
Yes.
And the only thing you've gone to do there is to better your life, to better your chances. Right now, a man who has no value, you don't have any chances in today's world.
Yeah.
And you see, most buggers, because I like you calling them that, because unaenda Campo, kwanza kuna jamaa watu wenye unikasirisha sana. Ukiingia Campo, your ego is, unaambia ngwa, you're very handsome. You go there, wasichana wote watakuwa wanakutaka. Wewe unaingia campus, hadi msichana mwenye she's a 2/10 akudai.
Yeah.
You get?
She knows better.
She knows. So you try to prove that you can get them. So what do? Unaanza kubet, unaanza kufanya all these nonsensical stuff. There's a dude I remember, huyu jamaa alikuwa na bet. He used to gamble, and anytime he makes money, he used to call the girlfriend. Like dem yake tu alikuwa na come to Jiado. By the time the university alikuwa namaliza shule, this jamaa was in debt. Had sijui nini, he didn't even graduate just because of nonsensical stuff. before you proceed on to a relationship, mi hata naambianga jamaa tumia akili tu. You have no value.
Yes.
You've not built something for yourself. Indo time yenye unafaa kuwa unaketi kwa hostel yako, unajifunza video editing. Unakaa una watch podcast kai na kuchanua a few things. You learn how to code. You learn how to create stuff. Because one of the things people don't understand is that today's world is an attraction world.
Correct.
You attract who you become. That's one thing. So you can imagine ati uko kampo and your priority is a relationship. Unakutana majamaa kwa hostel wakipigana ngumi because of a relationship. Actually most of the relationships in university are very toxic. And that is where you find a huge spread of STIs and even HIV AIDS. Juu unagongea huyu, unafanya sijui. It's a cycle.
Na shoulder to lean on. Ukimpiga heartbreak anaenda kwa shoulder to lean on.
Ati sijui, you
know. Ana lean on kabisa.
Na ana lean on na ana lean tena na you get. Like and I used to see this in university hostels. Hadi nikahama. Bro, these guys are bombarding each other. Even Daro before watu waingie Daro, msee amekam amebomoa kwanza. You get. And then you see someone else. Like you look at the relationships then and you realize like there's some chicks who got pregnant in Campo. This chick probably still has chances. Na wewe sasa mwenye umemimpregnant.
First of all you'll be forever running from the authorities.
Juu
penye baba yake atakushikia wewe.
And you have to take responsibility of that child. Now you can imagine you're 19. Ushaweka mbegu ndani, right?
A child raising a child is
at 40, mtoto wako wakatakuwa 21. At 40 when you should be having a 6-year-old. At 40 your child is 21. Watu watakuwa nakuuliza, kwani wewe you are having sex when you are a child or what?
Na by the way venye watu wa siku hizi like wana machua mapema. Kijana akona ndevu auliza naye, kwani huyu ni brother yako mwenye behind you?
Ni mtoto wangu.
Okay.
But honestly, for me I think that people should stop prioritizing a lot of these relationships in Campo. Me remember, you know, I was a class representative. So nilikuwa najionea madrama msee. Huyu ana date huyu, kidogo ameachana, ameenda kwa huyu. Me I'm like, kwani mko na doa ya kutumia? Sasa hiyo mimi I remember I used to spend time in my room. Nilikuwa naishi ka single room. If I'm not watching YouTube videos, I was probably kuna game fulani ilikuwa inaitwa Euro Truck Simulator. Sijui kama umaicheza hiyo game. Buda.
Deliver mizigo.
Nilikuwa na deliver mizigo bwana. Like and it was fun for me. And like anytime my mom would call me home, mzaya niambie, hebu kama kuna job fulani nafaa kufanywa home. I was in Dedan Kimathi University. Kutoka Dedan Kimathi hadi kwetu is like 45 minutes. Madhi akiwa area ananichukua tunaenda home. You get. So most of the time I had time to improve my life. Kwanza mimi shukuru Mungu that I didn't get into a relationship in that 3-year period. Because by then hata nilikuwa najua tu. Nilitrying like several times nikaona hii kitu haiwezi work. The only thing I had to do was improve my life. By then nilikuwa na learn how to code, nilikuwa najifunza graphic design, nilianza kujifunza Photoshop by then. So when niliona inajipa, I said, hey, let me just continue improving my life. Continue improving. Those 3 years were very good for me. Sikuingia into some stupid relationship hoping that it's going to end up in marriage. And at the end of the day it improved my life. For me, I sensitize young people. Don't get into relationships when you've just joined university. Joining university, that is a social space.
Very true.
Learn new things. Know how to do some stuff. Improve on your life. Better yourself.
And the funny thing about the people that were in relationships wakiwa shule, when you get exposed to the outside world, unapatanga now a person you match kabisa. But ulijiekelea mwingine already.
Ulijiekelea mwingine.
Sasa unashindangwa, sasa mwenye yako kwa nyumba. Nimepata perfect match hapa in my field of work. Huyu mtu we rhyme in dreams, visions and all, like she's speaking my language. Ule mwenye niliokotanisha tukiwa sijui wapi
Bastia. Kifanya quantitative mathematics.
Na tukapea mpaka majina za watoto. Muitanage baba na mama Adrian. Sasa huyo the only thing muliset ni hizo baba Adrian. Mpaka mmeseviana.
Now there is someone who is here who has a vision.
Yes, who has a vision. And on top of that, they are like somehow simulating your creative juices to think more and to think hard. That's why unapatanga this aspect of work wife. Kwa kwa sababu huyu wa kazini huyu kuna mahali tu anaguza kamaso fulani not even to talk from a relationship perspective or sexual whatever but kuna kitu tu anaguza mahali,
kuna waya fulani anaguzanga unasikia tu papa.
That is making you a full gentleman. You are thinking at your maximum capacity temenye mko na huyu. Ule wa nyumbani kuna kakitu hujui ni wapi, lakini kuna kakitu tu hujui.
But honestly, most jamas need to get to understand this. That kwanza ati unamaliza tu, unamaliza form 4. Mtu mulikuwa naye zijui form 2, alikuwa form 2 namwambia, I will wait for you. I will wait for you. You know, I will wait for you. Buda, you go to Campo, after umeingia Campo una realize, kwani mtu yangu.
Kuni anakaaje?
Unakam Nairobi unakutana na mademu huko unasikia kizungua na boronga. Hadi uko like, we. Kwani huyu wa kwangu, huyu kasheri huyu.
Let me tell you something about even relationships in general. Don't settle too fast.
Haraka ni ya nini?
Yes. Tembea like kama umeanza life tuseme maybe East Lando. Kwenye wengi wetu tunaanzanga. Usidate tu hapo nje. Tembea, si unasikia kuna runda. Tembea runda usikie. Uone au wasichana wanaishingi aje, wanavanga aje, wako aje. Tembea tu, siku moja sacrifice. Unasikia kuna event mahali, enda si watu wa USIU, the kind of English. My friend, huyo nya siku anakubambanga hapo,
huyo mwenye anakufanya roho ipump. Like, and that's the thing, most jamas need to understand. Open your soul, open your mind to other people.
And I'm not telling you not to love. You can love anyone and you can start anywhere. But know that there are other options out there, and purpose to first of all see before you settle. We settle before we see. Then after settling we start seeing. Kube
kwani huyu sasa huyu
unaangalia wako na si vibaya aki na siku kuchukia si
even it's the same thing for ladies.
Exactly.
You think this dude is the Mr. Right.
Yes.
After umekaa naye anakojoa kitatu. I'm not saying that. After umekaa naye kidogo, you realize ati anatamanga. I mean, like, okay, it's on the same perspective. Like, there's a book I've been reading, and I really sensitize for young men to read it. Inaitwa Unplugged, by Jacob Elliott. And it's first going to give you the fundamentals of female nature. Ako kadem Kenya unadhani ati unaweza kaingiza box haraka sana jumelisoma naye mko kampuni naye. She might end up turning akikuja tu achanukia huku in Nairobi.
So we have seen it.
It happens like and that's the reason as to why hata nilikuwa naona msi anasema you jamas, why are you marrying at 21? 21 unapeleka bibi wapi?
Hata huyo mwenye una marry hata yeye mwenyewe hajui. The problem is at that young age we tend to be people who are looking for help, thinking that unatafuta tu mtu ushikirie uone kama uta fall in love na yeye as you get what you are getting. Like as long as ana provide chenye nataka. To most gentlemen ni kusikia niko na kasichana kwa nyumba.
Exactly.
Nikitokea niko nimeshoka atanichochora
mgongo.
Alafu I do what other men do. Dale. Huyu madam anaona as long as niko kwa huyu silipi rent. Ni naikula na sifa.
I mean relationships nowadays kuna mtu ana survive, kuna mtu wenye anapata benefits. So when you put them together so now you can imagine huyu wa kusurvive akiacha kusurvive realize alafu sasa huyu wa benefits akute more benefits.
Yeah. Unadhani for instance let's say nimezoea kuhustle. I'm pretty young, nimezoea kuhustle, napata 500 pale. Nipatane na Wagesi yako na kasi X5 kake. Ananiambia hiyo 500 yako what if tuipadisha ikuwe 1000? Tukipadisha ikuwe 1000 and we don't have to work a lot. Sasa mimi nakaa hesabu napiga walimu wangu wako kwa nyumba enyewe nikiongeza hii 1000 yenye namwachiaga so bili sintamwachia so 4 bora asijue kwenye inatoka. Yes, so you end up finding that disconnect. Imekuwa a lot of work to stay with this person rather than kukua you're feeling pleasure to be around that person.
I mean it makes sense. That's the main thing.
Because that's what a relationship should be. You're feeling pleasure to be around that person. Hata kama umekoseana unajua okay wewe jam but jua tu
But anyway, still on the topic, I think campus relationships. Here's my final take. When you're in college, when you're in campus, the priority is you, not becoming a parent.
Absolutely.
The priority is for you to improve your life. The priority is for you to get to understand new things that you can do for yourself to better your life. It is your chance to meet and network with other people. Kama uko KU, don't be restricted to being in KU. Move from KU, go to USIU. Pick around it. Meet people from different cultures, people who have different ideologies. But the most important thing, stop getting into weird campus relationships. I call them toxic. Buda napigiangwa phone namse, namuuliza, bro, how old are you? 21. And how is it that you have a 2-year-old kid? 21. Bro is 21, has a girlfriend, 20 years old. She was pregnant when she was 17, 18.
Hey.
Yeah? This guy, now the weirdest thing is, this guy is in Campo. Ude malimfuata. Juzi kwa alifukuzwa.
By the way.
Now, after dem amekuja Nairobi, she's still young. Even after giving birth, she still has a body. Amerealize huku nje kuna wanaume wanamdai. Kaboy kameanza kufanywa madharau. You get? So the boy is calling me to tell him to bring them back together. And I'm like telling him, it's female nature. That is how it's going to be. Atatembea, it's hypergamy anyway. Kama if she meets someone who is better than you and has more value than her, obviously she's going to start doing that. So why would you put yourself in such a situation as a young man? And I'm not saying that it is wrong for you to socialize and talk to women. It is not wrong. But avoid getting into unnecessary relationships.
Very true.
Come on, it's going to waste your time. It's going to put you in jeopardy. Why would you get into it? I think that's my final take. I don't know what you think.
Well, I would advise, let me first of all start with gentlemen. Gentlemen, when it is time to build, you don't move in. I have never seen anyone move into a house when it is on foundation level. Please, kwa sababu you're creating a foundation, una move in, then unaanza kushield huku katikati na makaratasi. Build a house kama ni ya mawe, build, finish it. Rangi ya nje unaweza paka ukiwa ndani, but we also advise paka rangi pia. Go the full process.
Of course.
For ladies, you were sent to universities and colleges to get degrees, not to get other things that start with the letter D.
Of course.
That is the EE Powertalk episode 10. My name is Eli or Daddy Blessing. See you in the next one.
See you in the next one. My name is Elvis.
All right.